You believe in magic? I'm talking about the ability to take $100 and turn it into $10,000, or $200 into $50,000, or even take $300 and turn it into $100,000. I do know the world of prop firms, and they can allow the opportunities for this exact thing. You put a little bit of bread up front, you pass the trials, and boom, the opportunities are yours and endless. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roger Mack, and I'm the founder of Mack's Trading Family. It's a trading community, which is just a formal way of saying I invest my time into you guys to become better traders. My 3 years of trading experience, going on 4, has brought me a lot of losses, actually I have turned into lessons. My goal is just to help you guys. You can avoid a lot of losses and just learn straight from my lessons. And given this is just a YouTube channel, anybody can claim anything, you can join my Discord community for free. My goal is just to give you guys all the basics, so when you're ready to level up and get a proven strategy, learn from a real person who's already took those steps, you can come to me. Until then, let's get these basics down and move on. What are prop firms? Well, it's just a company that funds traders with its own capital in exchange for a share of profits. So basically, instead of using your own personal funds, a trader can get access to a larger trading accounts, allowing them to scale their pockets without significant personal financial risk. For example, you can take an evaluation right now for $100, pass, and then you have the buying power of $10,000. And I'll say this now, there are some firms that allow up to $1 million in allocation for just $15,000 down, which if you don't have $1 million just thrown in a trading account, sounds like a pretty good deal. Obviously, it's easier said than done. It is way more important to focus on the skill and the process than the outcomes and the money to be made. By focusing on that, the allocation comes second. So why are prop firms a thing, and why do they just give us money? Well, to be honest, it's a business. They profit from trader success by taking a percentage of the profits. They also make money from the evaluation fees that traders pay to take their challenges, which traders must pay to prove they can manage good risk and they can trade profitably. But at the same time as the firms profit, we profit too from the opportunities offered from the skills of traders who are good at trading but yet don't have that allocation. It's not average or normal to have 50,000 or 100,000 just to throw into a trading account, but with prop firms now in the picture, we have that ability. Now you may be wondering how this kind of works. Most firms have an evaluation process to determine if traders are skilled enough to even manage their funds. Now no cap, you gotta jump through some hoops before you can actually get funded. But let's just be real. Would you hand somebody the keys to your vehicle without first determining if they even have the ability to drive? It's just like that. The process typically consists of 2 phases. Phase 1 is the challenge. A trader must meet profit targets while following risk rules. Phase 2, evaluation, where a trader must again prove consistency with more relaxed targets. Then boom, you have your funded account. If it's successful, the trader gets access to the firm's capital and starts trading for a profit split. But still, it's just the beginning of the journey. Then you have to prove consistency again and good trading skills to actually make a payout. Now the game has changed a little bit and it's always evolving. It's now one-phase challenges with higher profit targets or instant funded challenges, which you must prove consistency and keep profit in a controlled area. Now let's dive a little deeper into those rules. Now an important reminder to always read the rules and the facts before purchasing the challenge so you won't get cooked in the end. And remember, it's a business. Now some key rules when taking a challenge. Your first one is they have their profit targets, which traders must hit a specific percentage return, usually 8% phase 1, then 5% phase 2, or there's also a 10% profit target in a one-phase challenge. Then you have your maximum drawdown to look out for. This is where traders cannot lose beyond a certain percentage of the account. The standard is usually 6% or 12% depending on what type of challenge. Then you have your daily loss limit to look out for. This is a limit traders cannot hit in a single day. The standard is usually about 3 to 6%. Then you have your consistency rule. Some firms require traders to have an even profit distribution over time. The challenge I'm taking requires me and other traders to have 5 days, which isn't too bad to be honest. There's also another consistency rule, which is that from the highest profitable day, traders must be 20% of the total profit. So if you make $100 a trade, you can't get a payout until you make $500, which isn't the end of the world. I understand it. It's a business. You're gonna have to jump through some hoops to get to the finish line. Then you have your trading time limits. Some firms require traders to complete the challenge within a set time frame. Well, nowadays, about 99% of firms allowed unlimited trading days. In the beginning, you had like 30 days to pass phase 1, and looking back at it, it was super cooked for traders. Imagine going on a skill in a field where patience is key. Then just to have some allocation, the first thing you have to do is make sure you trade and hit your goal within a set time frame. Yeah, it was a little rigged, but nowadays they took that chokehold off of us and we have unlimited trading days. And then just like any field, there's your pros and your cons. Here are just a couple of mine. First, let's go over the pros. First one, access to larger capital. You could trade bigger without risking a lot of personal funds. I'm someone personally who doesn't just have 50,000 just to throw into account. So if I can just pay a fee of $100 to $200 and pass the evaluation, and if I really focus on my skill in the process, I know I can get that allocation in the end, then for sure, I'm gonna take that. Next pro, you have your profit split. profits. You keep a percentage of your earnings, typically 70-90%. If you think about it, it's kind of generous. They don't have to give you your money in the first place, and then once you finally do, they take a little bit out the top. I understand it. I'll take it. Third pro is no real big personal risk. You're not risking your own money. Aside from the challenge fee, you're not throwing your own $50,000 into an account. And if you blow that, ooh boy, I know that pain will hurt. Nope, you just put in a little bit of money, pass the evaluation, get funded, and if you blow that, it's a lot easier to throw another 200 in an account instead of another 50,000. And then finally, leverage and scaling. You can trade larger positions with professional grade leverage. Again, you don't have small amounts in the account. You trade a lot bigger with a lot more risk. Now the pros sound good, and there's a lot more I could go on, but there's also the cons. Now let's talk about those. You must pay to take the evaluation, and failure means losing the fee. Second, you have strict rules. Violating risk rules results in failure, even if you're profitable. It's been a lot of times where you really have to jump through those hoops that have probably been lit on fire and real small. Even if you're a great trader, you still may pose a threat to jump through those hoops. So some traders actually prefer to stay live. I will say try out both and see what works best for you. Now these last two are very important, so pay attention. One, it's a business. At the end of the day, they're the casino, they're the house themselves. They have to make money. How else would they be able to bless the ones that are winning? And if it was so easy, anyone could be funded. And then last but not least, trust. Can't trust just anyone in this industry. There's been multiple cases of firms stealing money, shutting down, and taking people's money. So diversify. And once you get that payout, always invest. Bonus, how I use trading firms. First things first, I do have an affiliate link to Blue Guardian, and I will actually attach that in the description there. I've been using them all 2025, and to be honest, their customer support has just been awesome. And that's the biggest thing I look out for. There's just been some firms where I just needed some help, and they just been straight assholes, I'm gonna be honest, and just made me want to jump through the screen and get busy with them. With Blue Guardian, I have nothing but good things to say to them. I'm not married to a single firm, so if they start to act funny and untrustworthy, I'll be the first ones to tell you. But for right now, they've been pretty good, so give them a try. But for now, I'm gonna sum up my best advice, ending with this. Take your time. Be serious, but also have fun. You don't need to pass a challenge in 1 to 2 trades. Try 1 to 2 months. If you focus on the slow, continuous gains, you'll be further than the person who full margins and tries to hurry up the process. Would you rather spend $100 1 to 3 times before you pass, or would you rather be the person who spends $500 to $1,000 plus just because you wanted the full margin and hurry up to see the end goal? No, trust me, you don't want to be that. I'm gonna be honest, that's just not trading. When you hurry, it's unnecessary stress. Put your blinders up, and if you need to turn off trading social media, go ahead and do that, and really lock it in to do so. This is the best thing I realized, and that's happened to me when it came to taking these challenges. And eventually, you'll start to see when you slow down the process and take your time in the journey, you actually go faster and further. Now, if you want to dive into Forex trading for free, you can go ahead and check out the MTF Discord. I break down the basics so you can start trading and making money all from the free community. We got the inner family where I'm actively trading from 8 to 11 Eastern Standard Time with the crew, and I give the best advice for you to become a profitable trader this year. And I'm not gonna lie, we have a blast while we make money. Every single morning, we got the jams on, we got the laughs going. First link in the description. My goal is simple and cut. I wanna be able to help 1,000+ people become profitable traders and give them the opportunity to choose their own future, whether it's in trading full time or just to trade as a side hustle. That concludes this video. Let's get to it.